Do you want to know how to look expensive without spending a penny? Because I know that is something that most people want to do. I know we have all these celebrities who get all these free gifts, these free clothing by all these designer brands. And yes, anyone can look good in designer labels. If I was to have free designer clothes coming to me every day, I'd look like $1 million every single day. Imagine having like a stylist, having a makeup artist, getting free clothes, having a personal trainer, getting you food made for you. Who wouldn't look $1 million? Who wouldn't look expensive with all that luxury? But we all don't have it like that. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can look expensive without spending a penny. I have never been one to buy designer labels. I think when I was younger, when I was in my probably around 16, 17, there was this designer fad going on where everybody was wearing designers, Moschino, Versace, and I remember like a lot of my friends used to wear designer clothes, but I wasn't in the position to buy them clothes. I think I had one Moschino top. I remember the top was blue and white, and that was my only top. But for me, even when I bought it, it wasn't my kind of style. I just bought it because it was designer. And I feel like a lot of the time people wear designer clothes thinking it makes you look good, but it's still, you got to have a certain amount of personal style going on about you. You've got to know how to put yourself together, because designer clothes are just like normal clothes. You've just got a designer label, really. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you tips on how to look expensive without spending a penny. Not too long ago, one of my friends came to me and says, Naomi, you always look expensive. You always look well put together. Like, how do you do it? I think that looking put together has been something that I've always had. I've always done. So let me give you some tips on how I believe you can look expensive without spending a penny, because I don't wear designer labels. This dress, what I've got on today, is from Zara and I've had it for over 2 years. But it's quite plain, simple, and it helps me to look put together. So let's start with something that we do every single day, which is get dressed. I know people who always look put together too, and I've looked at them and thought to myself, like, how do you always look so good? Like, why do your clothes always look so immaculate? They just have something about them. And the thing is, a lot of the people that I see who are well put together or who look expensive, I know they're not spending crazy money. I know they're not spending crazy money. So I always wonder, how do they do it? But it's quite simple. And what the answer is that they understand what fits them or what goes with their body type, and they understand colour theory. And here's what I do. I don't do it all the time, but this is one of the things. Most of the clothes that I have are tailored to my body. Even if it's a cheap like shirt, sometimes what I do is, if it doesn't fit me the way I want it to fit, I will go to a tailor and get that tailor to tailor that top to my body. And what you'll get to see is that tailored clothes, or clothes that are tailored to your body, look much better and help to make you look expensive. If you was to get a shirt from Primark that cost £10 and you went to a tailor and got the tailor just to kind of nip it at the waist a bit, or make the arms more fit into your arms or shoulders, once them alterations are done, that £10 top will look like it costs maybe £50 or is a designer top. It's all to do with the fitting of the clothes, or even down to colours. Like, I love colour, especially when I'm not in England, but when I'm here I stick to like black, browns, monochrome kind of colours. And like what I've got on today, I've got on this dress, which is a plain black dress, but it's got texture. It's like a denim material, but then it's got fray elements on it. So it's frayed there, even down the side, down the front, it's got like a fray texture to it. So even though it's just plain black, the texture makes it look more expensive. Texture is the key to making something look interesting. So what I'd advise you to do is to put together a capsule wardrobe. So a capsule wardrobe for me is having a pair of jeans that fit me nicely, a shirt, a few t-shirts, maybe a white t-shirt, a black t-shirt, a grey t-shirt, having a blazer, a nice coat that goes well with most outfits, and maybe some ankle boots, a pair of knee-high boots and a pair of shoes. You don't need much, but you want a wardrobe where you can mix and match. So here's a quick tip. The next time you go out to buy something new, ask yourself, does this go with at least 3 things that I already have in my wardrobe? Because this will help to create an expensive looking capsule wardrobe effect. So now let's move on to habit 2, which is the luxury of impeccable grooming. So let's talk about something that literally transforms the way that people perceive you. Grooming is so important, and a lot of us don't take it seriously enough. Every morning I wake up and even when I'm going to the gym, I will cleanse, do a light scrub, moisturise with my vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, my moisturiser, do my hair, and I would put on a nice gym outfit. All this is part of grooming. It's such a vital step, but a lot of people miss it because they feel like it doesn't matter, but it does. And it's not about buying expensive products, it's just about consistency. It's about keeping up with a routine that will help you look and feel better. It's about the little details, having clean nails, and you don't have to have nail extensions on. You don't even have to have your nails polished. It's just about having clean, cut, filed nails. Iron or steam your clothes. I've seen people go out in wrinkled clothes and I'm just like, you really don't care about your appearance or what people think about you. I know it's not just about what people think about you, but it's all to do with how it also makes you feel. You can't tell me that you go out in some wrinkled clothes that haven't been steamed or ironed and you feel good about yourself. You can't tell me that, because if you do, you just don't care about your appearance, and that's fine. But if you want to look expensive, doing something as simple as ironing your clothes will make a massive difference. And even having something as simple or as basic as a lint roller makes so much difference, because bitty clothes is not the one. I keep a lint roller or even sellotape. Sometimes I don't have a lint roller, but I have sellotape so I can just take off any bubbles or anything that's on my clothes. Try your hardest just to take pride in your appearance, because it makes a big difference, especially if you are a lady who is trying to step up that career ladder. If you're trying to be that boss chick, then looking good is pivotal. So now let's move on to habit number 3, which is the power of presence. Presence is key if you want to look expensive, and a lot of us don't realise that presence plays such a big role, but let's get into it. The thing is, the power of presence is absolutely free, but it has the biggest impact. Stand up straight, shoulders back, chin slightly tucked. Imagine a string pulling you up from the crown of your head. When you walk, you have to walk with purpose, and when you sit, I advise you not to slouch. Have your stomach muscles tight and sit with grace. The thing is, posture was something that I was so bad at, and sometimes I used to watch videos back on myself and like my neck looked almost like I'm sticking my neck out like this. I've had to learn to sit up with my shoulders back, chest high, stomach muscles tight. It helps you to look ladylike, it helps you to look confident, it helps you to look like you know you are the shit. So just make sure that you always have your mind on posture, because it's easy to forget. Set a reminder on your phone, which is where you check your posture. So as soon as that reminder comes up, you'll know, oh my gosh, stomach in, shoulders back. So try and do that if you find it hard to keep a good posture. And shall I tell you who has really good posture? Girls that do ballet, or even men that do ballet, they have the best posture ever, because it's like their neck is so long. They're almost swan-like. No swans have that long, elegant neck. People who have good posture, especially ballet dancers, they have that long neck and their posture is amazing. I wish I had that posture myself, but I don't, but I'm trying. So practice good posture. So now let's talk about something that instantly sets those apart who exude luxury, and that's manners. And I'm not talking about knowing which fork to use when you're at a fancy event. I mean like the everyday stuff. Making eye contact when someone speaks to you. Putting your phone away when you're having conversations. Using people's names when you speak to them. You wouldn't realise how much using somebody's name makes them feel good. I've seen people, when I've used their name, they're like, oh my gosh, like, you know my name? It's like that. People feel more close to you or want to pull more into you when you use their name, believe it or not. Saying please, thank you and excuse me, and also being on time. I feel like lateness is something that I hate. I'm not saying I've never been late before, but usually I'm early. I like to be early. If I'm late, it's kind of a disrespect to the other person that their time means nothing. And if we've set a time and they turn up late, they're not thinking that I've had to sit here alone waiting for you all that time. I put in the effort and was early, but you've kind of taken the piss and come late. So, and I'm not saying I've never done that, but I feel like punctuality is a big thing. And the thing is, these small gestures that I just mentioned make people feel valued, and that energy naturally reflects back to you. Etiquette is such an elegant thing. You may look good and you might turn up to an event looking ravishing, but if you turn up to that event looking ravishing but late, then that will kind of take away from the fact that you look good. So etiquette is a big thing when you are trying to be that lady of elegance. And here's something that took me a while to learn, and that is that confidence isn't something that we're born with, it's something that we build. And it starts with your body language. Always keep your hands visible and not crossed or in your pockets. Maintain gentle eye contact, and this is one that I still find hard to this day, and that shows me that I still lack a bit of confidence, but I try more and more to maintain eye contact. Speak at a measured pace. That's another thing. Even in this video, sometimes I find myself speeding up and I'm like, Naomi, slow down the pace, you are not in a rush. So try and always speak at a pace which is not too fast and not too slow. Take up space confidently and smile genuinely. We all know a genuine smile from a fake smile. We all know. If it's going to be a fake smile, it's best just not to smile at all. But if you are going to smile, make sure it's a genuine one, because people can tell when it's fake and they will feel like, I can't trust this person because that fake smile is noticeable. So if it's going to be fake, just don't smile at all. That's the best thing to do. And a good thing to do is to practice facial gestures in the mirror. I know it might sound a bit weird to like start looking at yourself and doing all these things, but sometimes you don't know how your face actually looks. Sometimes my face does things that I don't even know it's doing. I've been with my cousin and she goes, oh my God, Naomi, the way that you just looked at that person with disgust. I didn't even realise I was doing it. It's just something that I do. But you'll get to realise that even models, they practice their posture, they practice their facial expressions in the mirror, and you should start doing that today. So now let's move on to habit number 6, which is the organised life. And the thing is, organisation isn't just about keeping your space tidy, it's about managing your energy. And here's a simple system that I use. Plan outfits the night before. I find that when my gym outfit is laid out the night before, as soon as I wake up, I'm like, yes, my outfit's there, I don't have to put in no effort. Because sometimes I find myself wake up in the morning, I want to be at the gym for a certain time, and the outfit I want to wear, I can't find it, and then I start to get frustrated, and that has already put me into a bad energy at the beginning of the day. So when I have my clothes laid out for the gym or for anything that I'm doing, it helps to keep my energy in check. And doing things such as setting out essentials by the door, whether it's your shoes, whether it's your bag, so it's there for when you want to leave out that door. Use a digital calendar for everything, because most of us have our phones with us 24/7, so it's only right that we have our calendar on our phone so it's there, accessible whenever we need it. Create daily routines for day and night. So your morning routine could be you wake up, you do your affirmations, you do some scripting, then you get up, you go into the bathroom, you brush your teeth, you wash your face, and then you get ready to go to the gym. That will be my routine. Yours could be, if you're working, that you wake up, you pray, you do your affirmations, you go into the bathroom, have your shower, put on your clothes, you go downstairs, have your morning coffee, have your breakfast, and then you leave for work. But it's good to have a routine that you can follow every single day. Like, I literally am the routine queen. Like, I need routine or my life will just be all over the place. And also keep a running to-do list. To-do lists will help you to ensure that you do the things that you need to do. I am bad with to-do lists. I bought a to-do list notepad where it's just all to-do lists all the way through. And I started doing it and it was really good, and then some nights I just end up getting tired, I can't be bothered, and I don't do it. And then the next day I find myself doing things that either I didn't need to do and forgetting the things that I needed to do. So it is good to have a to-do list because it keeps everything in check. When you're organised, you're never rushing, and that calmness shows in your appearance. When I'm not rushing, even when I go to the gym, I'm looking on point because everything's been laid out, everything's gone according to my routine, so I look immaculate. But them days when I'm rushing, let me tell you, I don't look the way I should. So routine is key. So habit number 7 is the wellness factor. Looking expensive starts from the inside out. So here's my daily wellness checklist. Drink 2 to 3 litres of water a day, and even though when it's winter I find it a lot harder, I drink different things throughout the day. So I wake up quite early. So in the morning when I first wake up, I have my MSM powder with my vitamin C, which is put in a bit of water. I have my amino energy and my creatine and glutamine in another cup of water, which is usually probably a few ounces. I drink that. Then I go to gym with my 2 litre water bottle. I only usually fill that to 1 litre. I drink that, and then throughout the day I'm drinking green tea. So I usually get my 2 to 3 litres a day in quite easily. But a lot of us don't, because a lot of people drink coffee and stuff like that. So if you find it hard, just make sure you have a 2 litre bottle with you and just sip that throughout the day. And even if you get halfway through, 3/4 of the way through, at least you've drank something. It's about hydration. Hydration helps your skin, it helps with your energy levels and many more things. So stay hydrated. Get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And the older you get, I think the more important it is. Generally, I'm ready for bed at 9 o'clock. And then I give myself maybe an hour to do things like probably watch something on YouTube, scroll through my phone. And then usually by 9:30, 9:45, I'm out. So once I wake up at 5:15, I'm in bed till around 6, do my affirmations, my meditations or whatever, and then I get up at 6 and get ready for the gym. I try and aim to be at the gym for 7:30. Having a good amount of sleep is very important, especially as you get older. Move your body for at least 30 minutes a day. And like I said, I go to the gym, I'm in the gym for about 3 hours a day, to be honest. I'm in the gym for a long time. You don't have to do that. Whilst you do 30 minutes worth of exercise, whether it's yoga, whether it's a YouTube workout, whether you go to the gym and do a class, that's fine. Just move the body. That's the most important thing. Eat real whole foods. And when I say eat real whole foods, I'm talking about fruits, vegetables, not processed stuff, not things in the tin. If you're going to eat beans, get the dried beans, not the tinned beans. And when I say beans, I mean kidney beans, black-eyed beans, lentils, stuff like that. Get the dried stuff and just soak them and boil them. Eat fresh meats, fresh vegetables. Just try and eat as much food that is not in a tin, and you'll get all your vitamins and nutrients. Even though the foods that we eat are not as nutrient dense as they used to be, eating fresh foods will help your health so much more than eating tin stuff which are filled up with salts, heavy metals and bad stuff like that. Practice breathing deeply. And as I said that, I took a deep breath because I don't do it as much as I should. I take notice of my breathing when I'm doing meditation. And even that, when I'm doing meditation, I find it hard. I'm like so I've got to practice breathing, because breathing helps clear the mind. It helps the blood oxygen levels in our body. So practice deep breathing. And all these habits that I've mentioned will help you to have a natural glow that no cream, no serum can give you. So now let's move on to habit number 8, which is all about the environment. Your environment shapes you more than you even realise. And I know this as a fact. And I'm not talking about buying expensive furniture or anything like that. I'm on about your environment as a whole. Keep your spaces clutter free. I hate clutter, and where I am right now is very cluttered because I'm not in my own space, and it drives me crazy because I need clear space to be able to function, to be able to think properly and think straight. I know it's temporary, but If you do have your own space, make sure it's clutter free, because you will see how much, or you'll realise how much clutter affects you. It affects your mind, it affects how you perform. So try and have a clutter free space. Make your bed every morning. From when I was younger, my mum would never ever let any of us get up out of our beds without spreading our beds before we leave the room. That's just normal. That was just something that we had to do, and it became a habit. As soon as my bed's spread and it looks neat, the whole room just looks neat and clean. So spread your bed as soon as you get up out of it, if you don't plan to return to it. Have fresh air circulating. So as soon as you wake up, just open the window a touch. Even if it's cold outside, just open it up, just allow fresh air to enter the room. Even if you have to close it like 10 minutes after, just allow some fresh air to enter the room and for all this stale air to escape. Add plants or fresh flowers to your space. When I have my own house, I have to have plants, I have to have greenery in a room. I feel like having no plants, for me, it makes the space look unfinished. When you have plants in your space, it not only adds to the aesthetic, but some plants help to clear the air. So you have plants like the cheese plant, which helps to clear the air in your space. So houseplants are really good, and fresh flowers as well. And create designated spaces for everything. So if you've got books, have a space or a shelf just for your books. If you've got notes and pieces of papers, get boxes for those notes and pieces of paper. If you've got a child who has toys, have a box designated or a cupboard designated to those toys. Have a place for everything, because that's what I find works for me. I can't have a space where I can see my papers, my books. I need everything to be in their space, locked away where I can't see them. I don't mind seeing books, to be honest, but anything else, just papers and stuff like that, they have to be locked away somewhere. I don't want to see them because I feel like it makes the room or the space look cluttered. When your space feels luxurious, you can carry this energy with you. So number 9, let's talk about authenticity, which is, I don't know, authenticity. I wouldn't say it's gone out the window, because there are still a lot of people who are authentic. But I feel like because we live in a world of social media, it's a lot harder to be authentic nowadays, because if you have a style or you dress a certain way, it's so much easier for people to catch on to that style and to copy it. Whereas before, it was a lot harder because social media wasn't there. So here's the truth, the most expensive looking quality is authenticity. So instead of copying others, which a lot of people like to do nowadays, do this instead. Develop your own signature style. And I wouldn't say I've got my own signature style. I dress the way that suits me. I don't really follow trends. I will just see something, I like it, I put an outfit together in my head, and then I will go out my way to find them items that for the outfit that I've seen in my head, so to speak, if that makes sense. But then I will sometimes just go out and see things and think, okay then, yeah, I like them trousers, I would wear it with this. Or I would try to like find a way to wear it that looks different or is different from what others would do, or different to what the mannequin has on. And another thing is to wear colours that complement your skin tone. So for me, I like wearing bright colours. My favourite colour to wear is red. I feel like that really complements my skin tone. And I'm not really a lover of black, but I feel like it complements my skin tone. And I also go by astrology, so my Aries is in Venus. So they say that red and black complement somebody whose Aries is in Venus's just whole aura. So I find that these colours do really complement me. But then I do like to wear like browns. I do like khaki. I like to wear khaki colours. I just like to wear bright colours, to be honest. I like yellow, I like orange. So there's not a colour that I don't like to wear, to be honest. I feel like blue really goes with my skin tone as well. Like baby blue. And like, yeah. So I don't know, I like a lot of colours. But find a colour that complements your skin tone. And also pick scents and fragrances you feel confident in wearing. I like warm, musky, sweet smells. Some people prefer floral smells. So just find a scent that goes with you and what complements you. Create morning rituals that energise you. So like I said, it could be meditation, it could be doing affirmations, it could be praying, but find something that suits you and what energises you. Also cultivate hobbies that light you up. So my hobby, my ultimate hobby is going to the gym. I love weight training, and I've been doing it since I was like 21, so that's like 23 years now, and I can't imagine life without it. I love it. I haven't been to the gym now since last Friday, so that's like 5 days, and I'm finding it hard. I'm going back tomorrow, but I love working out. Find your thing. Find what makes you feel energized. Find that hobby that makes you feel good and makes you want to do it on a daily basis. So now let's move on to the last and final habit, which is the mindset shift. And I think that this habit might be the most important habit, which is to develop a luxury mindset, which means treating yourself with respect, taking care of your belongings, speaking with intention. If you're not speaking with intention, there's no point speaking at all. That means you're just speaking for the sake of speaking. When you speak with intention, it means that you are either speaking life into somebody else, or you are speaking in a way to either teach somebody, to help them along their way, to make them feel good about themselves. I believe that what I do is speaking with intention. I'm here speaking to help others. Move with grace. So when you're walking, walk in a way that shows confidence, which shows grace. And also appreciate quality over quantity. It's not because sometimes people can have all the money in the world and still not be happy. So it's not about how much money you have. It's what you do with that money to make others happy and to also fulfill yourself in a positive way. So if you've got money and you're giving it and helping other people, that's using your money to make other people happy, to help them along their journey. If you've got a load of money and you're just spending it on alcohol, getting drunk, doing things that you shouldn't be doing, then what is the point of it? It's a waste. So make sure that you understand that it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. As well, it's about the quality of the person. It's about the quality of the message that you're giving out to the world. You can go onto Instagram every single day and be giving out a word that means nothing, that is destructive to others. But if you're using your platform only once a week, but the message that you're giving is a positive message, then that's definitely quality over quantity. Remember, luxury isn't about what you own. It's about how you move through life. So there you have it, 10 habits that completely transformed the way I looked and helped me to look expensive. Some of them were practical, some of them were mindset changes, some of them were daily habits that I kind of took on, but those all helped me to look the way I do, to help me to look expensive without having to spend a penny. Sometimes we think that looking expensive is just down to the aesthetic, it's just down to the clothes that we put on, it's down to the makeup that we wear, but it's not. It's about how we treat our bodies, it's about what we put into our bodies, it's about ensuring that our clothes are ironed, like I said before, it's about our mindset. All these combined helps you to look expensive. It's not just down to one sole thing. It's not just about the clothes. And that's what we need to remember. Someone can have or wear the most expensive clothes but still not live that life of luxury, still not have that mindset. All these different points and all these different habits go hand in hand. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to share this video. There's one more thing I want you to remember, and that is your presence is your power. Bye for now. Mwah.